And we are live. All right. So, what's goody, cousins? We are live here tonight with Angel of Truanjl Gift Co. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, as y'all know, we are on tour. And with the tour, it wasn't just pulling up on establishments that have a storefront. We also did those who travel, who have food trucks, and who do pop-ups. And so Angel was one of those people. So I appreciate you just for signing up and just want to put your story out there, because initially when I was doing this, I was like, nobody's gonna sign up for this, but a lot of y'all did. So I'm very appreciative of that. So we're just gonna get into it. So tell us a little bit about who you are as an individual, and then we'll get into your business.
Okay, well, I'm an auntie. I'm auntie. Okay, I am 53 years old. So I might be a cousin, but I'm an auntie. I have three sons, a grandson. Um,
Okay.
by day, I'm in human resources for 23 years. But with my business, this is my true passion. What I
Okay.
do. Um, Born in Kansas, grew up in New York, so from one extreme to another, and moved to
Okay.
Dallas after college, and been here ever since. Yeah.
Okay. I love that. Born in Kansas, moved to Dallas. What made you want to move
Moved
to
to New York.
Dallas?
Now I came to Dallas after college. I got married and came to Dallas.
So what made? So okay. So you got married and moved here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But you love New York more?
New York, New York will always be home. Like New
Okay.
York has my heart forever.
So
I
it's New
think
York. So it went Kansas, New York, then Dallas.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Because I heard Kansas. I was my bad. So okay,
Yeah.
awesome. I think Kansas. I'm from Oklahoma, so it's kind of like the same thing right there. Like, yeah, it's cool. But New York, I used to always want to live in New York, but I chose Dallas, and I like the decision. Most
Yeah.
people come here for marriage, so
Yeah.
I
And it
moved
was
here
a good
alone.
place to raise a family and do all that. So, it worked. It worked.
That's good. So
I'm New,
with your business, you say you what?
I'm New York at heart though.
I know. I love every time I visit, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the place to be. Like it's just different. It's a different feeling in New York when you're there. It's just it's hard to describe. If you've never been to New York, or if you have been to New York, then you understand.
Yep.
So getting into the background of your business, tell us the name and just a little bit of the why.
So it's Truanjl Gift Company, and it is spelled a little different. And I did that because this business is about my gift. And so True Gift. Um, my name is so commercialized, being Angel, I was like, oh, I got to do something different. Because so many people use it around the world. You see Angel this, Angel that, and I was like, so spelling it the way I did, Truanjl, makes people kind of stop, and they're like, well, how do you pronounce
Mhm.
that? And then I can kind of tell them the story behind it.
Yeah.
I was born creative from
Yeah.
as long as I can remember.
Mhm.
I was sewing, baking, had my little easy bake oven, baking when I was a kid. I In kindergarten, my mother took me shopping, and I literally remade the clothes that she bought me, and then made clothes for my dolls out of it. So it's just in my blood.
Okay.
How
Oh no,
true.
it froze. Come on, internet.
Oh no.
Not right now. Okay, hold on, y'all. It froze a little bit. Okay, so it froze a little bit. So let's back up to where you said that you remade the clothes that she bought you.
Yeah. So kindergarten, my mom would go
Okay.
shopping for me, remake the clothes, make something for my doll to match.
Okay.
And it's always been in my blood. One of the reasons we moved to New York was because my mother was also very creative. She was an actress, and decided she was going to pick up with her children and move to New York. And I was able to study fashion in high school. I went to the High School of Fashion in New York. So that's where
Oh
I started.
wow.
and it's changed over the years just because my passions changed a little bit. And so now it is a gift company and batch bakery. So I do a lot of baking. I'm baking tonight when we get off this call for 3 events
Okay.
in. And I mean, it's just, I was born this way. Born like,
Yeah. It's like literally naturally in your blood to be a creative. And I think that's very cool. Why does my thing keep freezing? Maybe I'm going to end the live on Instagram. Maybe that's the problem.
okay.
So that's awesome. It keeps freezing, but I got you. I kept talking. So
Okay.
it's naturally just in your blood for you to just be a creative. And I love the fact that, you know, your mom was a creative. And so she just naturally wanted to nurture that creativity in you.
Okay.
So that's a major blessing because I'm a creative too. And so, you know, having somebody like to support that is amazing. So when you say that you do gifts and batch baking, so can you just tell us, you know, what kind of gifts that you
Yeah.
provide with your business, and then what all do you bake?
Okay. So for the gifts, I do a lot of gift boxes. So anything from t-shirts, mugs, they're all put together in a box. I do baby gifts. So rather than someone run into Walmart to buy a gift for a baby shower, I do custom gifts. And I ask the person to tell me a little bit about the person that they're giving the gift to so that I can customize it. I work with realtors and I do closing gifts. Um,
Oh
I do
yeah.
family reunion t-shirts. I partner with gyms and I do t-shirts. I just did 50 t-shirts for F45 because they were going to the Spartan race. So I do a lot of that on the design side. And then the baking, I started with cookies. I just always baked cookies. And now
Yeah.
it's become cakes, and, well, small cakes and cookies. I'm not going to get into the giant decorated cakes. I don't want to do that. Um,
Okay.
I added a mobile cake bar. And so I can come to events and actually set up the cake bar. People can customize their little mini cakes right there.
Oh,
Um,
that's
I do.
cool.
I this weekend I have 3 events that I'll be at where I will have the cake bar, but it will also include the gourmet cookies that I create as well.
Okay, well you're live. Tell us where you're gonna be.
Okay. Well, Saturday morning I will be at Frisco Fresh Market,
Okay.
and I'll be there from 9 to 2.
Okay.
Um, And then on Saturday as well, I will be at in Salina. They have their Halloween event called something at the square. I can't remember. I'll Beware of the Square in Salina on Saturday night from 4 to 9. That's a
Where's
really
Salina?
Salina is just past Prosper. You familiar? Are you familiar with? I'm in the middle of
I
a
know, I know, I
highway.
know where Prosper is. That's far, 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 far up north.
I'm up north, way up north. So
Yeah.
and then Sunday, I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing Black on the Block again.
Okay.
This is my third time doing Black on the Block. I
I
did
see
it.
that you had already been there.
Yeah, I did it in Frisco. I did it in Grand Prairie. This time we're going to be in Arlington, and
Okay.
I'm excited about that one. It's a great event, and everyone should come out to that one. It's definitely a lot
Yeah.
of Black business owners doing their
Right.
thing. Really nice, and this one's actually sponsored by Walmart this time, so they're trying to do it.
Okay.
So
That's
I would.
good. I went to the very, very first one they did, and it was like lit up. They started in Los Angeles, and so
Mhm.
now they're out here. They're traveling with it, which is very, very, very
Yeah.
dope. So yeah, good. I was hoping I'm gonna try to go to that, but I'm also gonna be at the Dallas Soul Food Festival because we're
Uh,
popping up on somebody else. We're pulling up on somebody else who signed up on
so yeah,
Sunday.
pull
And
up on
so yeah. Well, ma'am, like if you would have said, like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see. We gonna try. I'm gonna try to work something out. I'm gonna try to work something out.
me. All right.
Because we be everywhere. Don't try to go everywhere. But I really love that. And then I love the opportunities that a lot of people in the community provide for others just to set up shop, get their name out there, because obviously like everybody's not going to have a storefront yet, or everybody doesn't want one. Some people just want to do pop-ups and that's good enough for them. And so I love that. In the future, Black Girls Tech's gonna have one. Shameless plug in 2025. We're gonna have one. be on the lookout. Anyway, so so with the True Angel, the gift company. So was this something that you were doing when your children were growing up as well, or was it after like they got a little older?
Um, I wasn't. It was more of a hobby when my kids were growing up. It
Okay.
was, because I always had to have some type of creative outlet, and I would just
Right.
things and give them away, maybe sell them here and there. But
Mhm.
probably really became a business in the past 3 years. Went
Yeah.
from being a hobby, and I took it more serious and really focused on it.
Mhm.
And this past year, I mean, it's really starting to take off for me. But it's all about me. It's about me putting the effort in and doing the work that it
Yes.
requires.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh, please talk a little bit about that because my dad always, and y'all, my daddy is he's almost 60. He loves to be, he's very proud of that. But one thing he always taught us is that put the work in.
yeah,
If I don't remember nothing else my daddy taught us, is
yeah.
put the work in. And so with you just, and the age does not matter, but with you, being in a beautiful age of 50 to 53, like you said, and just speak to how important it is to put that work in for something that you really want to do.
Well, I mean, I wish everybody's life is different, right? And I wish I had the opportunity when I was younger to maybe focus on it a little bit more. But
Mhm.
I was raised in a family where the old school grandparents were like, "Oh, you need to do something for real. You need to get a real career," and so I did that. I was obedient. I
Yeah.
don't tell children those
Yeah.
things though. I'm like, do what makes you happy. But
Yeah.
everything happens in due time, right? And so for me, this is my retirement focus, right? I'm trying to retire from corporate
Yes.
America, own thing, and be able to have something to hand to my children and my grandchildren. And you know that's why I'm doing this now. Plus I just love it. Like, I'm a busybody. I can't just sit still. So I get off work and I'm baking, or I'm up in my craft room creating or whatever. So
Yes. I love that you said that, right? So a lot of us came from that generation of, get a real job and you gotta pay your bills. You gotta, because back then they didn't have those like resources or just really go out and do exactly what they wanted to do. So I love social media for this reason because it allows people to see that there's so many other things that you could do in this life and in this world that are lucrative, that can make you money. Social media is
yeah,
number one thing that can. And you putting yourself out there, you're being consistent. But like if you focus on your passions and goals and dreams, like you really can be successful in it. It takes time, but you can be successful. And so I'm so glad that you said that because I'm just like, I just love saying it to people. Like you don't have to do what
yeah,
everybody else like the graduate, go to school, get a job.
yeah.
If you're creative, you can. There's so many lanes, so many areas that we can just make money and be ourselves and be successful in that. So thank you, because same for me. And I don't fault, right? I don't fault the people that came before us because that's just what it was,
Right.
right? It's just like, you need to take care of yourself, you need to have a job. And now these young kids, baby, they be making money off of just dancing. And I'm like, geez, I wish we should have started dancing back then when I was in school or something. So I have a question of like, what motivates you day to day? What motivates Angel to just get up and be great?
um I'm just self motivated. Like,
Ooh.
I don't need outside forces. I am a go getter. I always have been. And I want to accomplish something every day. I want to feel like I put forth full effort. I get up every day. I've made a lot of changes in my life over the years. When I was in my 30s, I lost 100 pounds. And
Oh,
just by changing my life, and here, in my 50s, I get up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning to go work out. I do things for me because it's what I want. And I'm just self motivated. There's nothing that's forcing me to do that. When I was younger and my children were young, it was like, oh, I'm doing this for my kids.
yeah.
It's for them at this point. It's for me. It's what's going to give me the fulfillment.
I love that. I truly love that. That's beautiful. It's good to be a self motivator. That is so hard sometimes. It's like, oh, especially for people who just don't think that they just it's are worth it or deal with self sabotage. But it's just like get up and do it for yourself, like you said. I love that.
There are days that I'm like, no, why am I doing this? you know,
All right.
when
when you
when I
gotta,
work 8 hours and then I have to come and, put in 8 hours, like, so
yeah. I get that. I get it 100% because just being an educator and then still, trying to keep up with everything and the emails and the people, and I'm doing this and I got these elaborate ideas to do stuff, and it's like, girl, you want
yeah.
to go to bed, but that's like, no, you got to get up, you got to do what you got to do because when it's put in you, you got to put it out there, because it's somebody's blessing. So, does anything inspire you? Are you inspired by anything, anybody?
Um, mm, Inspired by anything, anybody. I,
Yourself?
I don't want to say that because like,
And
oh,
that's
myself.
okay. That is okay.
I think I'm just it's not any one person. I'm inspired by other creatives. When I see
Yeah.
someone that's an artist, when I see someone I'm
Yeah.
inspired by people that have talents I don't have. Um
Yes.
I can't dance. I can't sing. Like when I see people that are able to do those things, I think that's beautiful. And it makes me want to take my craft even higher because there's someone else that can't do what I can do. So I
Yes.
think not just one person, but it's just seeing all the different things, the abilities that people have.
Okay, I love that. And yourself. You're cracking me up. You were like myself. I mean, what else? Definitely though, I feel that because like when you have self-love and you just like love yourself and you pour into yourself, you definitely inspire yourself too. And that's okay to say that. It's not arrogant or anything like that. Um so I already asked you about just like giving that advice to people. Is there anything else that you would like people to know? What you want to say? This is your moment. Like, how can we follow you? I'm gonna put it out there, but just Angel, like what is it? What do you want us to know?
Um, I just think that what I want to say is that if you have something in your heart and you're holding back, something stopping you from doing it, just do it. Life is too short. Life
Mhm,
is too short. Just do it. Take the
mhm.
step. Take the step. Scared. Most of the time, you're gonna be scared, but you just have to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. Because most times, what are we scared of? People's perception, what people are gonna say. It doesn't matter. If it's in you, you gotta come out. That's what I tell people. That
Yeah.
you just gotta do it. And as long as you're proud of it, that's what matters.
Right.
That's all
Exactly.
that matters. As long as you're proud of it.
And
Well,
there's
I
gonna
thank you.
be someone else that can appreciate it. It might not be the
Yeah,
person you expect.
absolutely.
There's going to be someone that would appreciate what you have to offer.
Absolutely. You just never know your audience until you put stuff out there. There's an audience for everybody and everybody needs something. So,
Mm,
like just like us, when we get on social media and we see things and inspire, like the same people who will wait on you to do what you need to do, to follow your dreams, to just be consistent. Cause most of the time that's what it is. Like just be consistent. Like take it serious for real. No matter what, no matter the likes, no matter the shares, no matter nothing. That's why I tell people all the time because people still watch. They're still watching regardless.
yeah.
Um, so with that being said, I appreciate you for letting us pull up on you. Um, be sure you guys to follow. I'm going to put it in the description. Truanjl, that's how you say it. So when you see it, you're gonna be like, how you say this? It's Truanjl Gift Co. She does gifts, she batch bakes, all the things. Just get to know her. If you can pull up on her at any of these pop-ups, please do. Just support because that's really, really, really what it's about. It's so important that we build those relationships, that we support each other, and that we, recommend each other. And so, my hope with this is that people will come back and they'll see it, they'll watch it, and they'll be like, "Oh, let me order something, or let me get something." And even me, because I'm about to go on there and see more. Like, what's up with this? 'Cause I went all through your Instagram, all that stuff. But I'm about to see, because I looked at that what was it, tequila sunrise cake
Uh,
jar?
yeah, that I
That
did
looked
for
good.
that was Kevin Hart's tequila, and his people came to me, and I did that. So
Yes, that was good. I mean, it
yeah,
looks good. So I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure it was
have,
like
I'm gonna have some boozy cake jars at Black on the Block.
okay, y'all. So listen, you gotta pull up support because literally we all we got. We gotta stick together and keep the black dollar circulating in our community. Okay? All right. Well, with that being said, thank you,
Oh,
Angel, for taking the time out to let us pull up on you. I hope that this helps. I hope that you are blessed. And I appreciate you for being a part of the Black Girls of Texas community. And we will talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. Bye, cousins. In the live. Alrighty. I ended it on Instagram. And it's